What is up, heroes? Welcome back to yet another episode of Heroes of the Storm Beginner's Guide. Today we're going to be taking a look at Falstad, the ranged assassin. Now we're going to be going for sort of a hybrid between auto attack damage build and ability power damage build. So sort of the best of both worlds combination, and we're going to be able to deal the most amount of damage possible, and I'll show you guys a cool little build for that. And with that said, let's hop into a quick match. Don't forget to leave a like rate if you do enjoy, subscribe if you're new for some more Heroes of the Storm Beginner Guide. With that said, let's go! Alright guys, we find ourselves on the Garden Terror map, immediately spawning in to the Easter egg, Murky Egg, always a fun thing to see. So, let's take a look at our skills real quick. We have Hammerang, which is our Q. We throw out a hammer, returns to us, dealing damage, and slows enemies on the way. And our W, Lightning Rod, we hit a target, deals a damage immediately, plus 4 strikes of more damage, or excuse me, additional damage over 4 seconds if we stay near the range. You'll see there will be an AoE around us, and it'll keep hitting lightning strikes. Our E is a dash called barrel roll, and with that, we also gain a short shield. Our trait, Tailwind, gain 20% movement speed, and when we don't get hit for a certain amount of time, 6 seconds, so pretty big considering we are a ranged DPS, very, very squishy, and want to, you know, stay away as much as possible. So first talent we're going to be taking is Power Throw, which allows our Q, Hammerang, to travel further and slow targets longer. So very, very useful for CCing, doing extremely useful damage, and that increase in range, very, very useful. So overall, Falstad able to dish out a ton of damage, good at staying away from... Oh, this is interesting. We're going to fly over here as our mount skill is our fly. Instead of a regular mount, we do have this rear fly, which allows us on a 45-second cooldown, or 40 or 45 second, I'll need to check that, but 40-second cooldown, I believe, and allows us to fly instead of use a mount. So that is essentially our mount, but plus we do have the 20% from the Tailwind that allows us to gain a little bit of a speed boost. Gonna Q to get rid of that. Get rid of that creep from Zeratul. And it looks like there is a kind of dangerous. Oh man! Extremely dangerous Zerg lane in the bottom, so I'm going to Q to help my Murky attempt to stay alive. Looks like you're not going to be able to do so. Now, seeds came up. We're going to head over there because that is what we want to be doing for the most effective. We want some seeds, baby. However, we can potentially fly up top to assist our team. Looks like that is what we're going to be opting to do. Very, very dangerous positioning right here. However, we do have a lot of burst damage. The question is, will we be able to utilize it in a situation like this? Oh, Sylvanas. I don't know why she came back there. But yeah, so you can really see how our flight, aka our mount skill, can really be beneficial and really has its uses. So not only for this map, but it's super, super good on maps that you need to constantly be focusing and changing objectives, such as the Blackheart's Bay, because there are so many different mini camps that you can be taking at all times, and really, we are rooted, so that's extremely dangerous. But we're going to be taking, since we are going for a hybrid build, Gathering Power, which just gives us increased ability power over time. Going to be super, super careful here, as we are very, very low, and as is our team. So I'm going to ping to get back. However, it looks like we are all taking a ton of damage and extremely lethal. So I'm going to back up. He should get away here, because potentially if the enemy Sylvanas uses her W on that structure, could potentially leech onto her. But yeah, so now you see we did that. Bada bing, bada boom. We did our thing. And now we can head back into lane once we regenerate some health and mana. So now we can continue soaking experience. Now, there is this bottom... some shenanigans going down. There is this bottom Garden Terror, which is currently being attacked by the enemy, so we want to try to prevent them from taking that if possible, and also, with that, get it ourselves if possible, but not always possible. Looks like the enemy is there. Sonya on our tail. Hot on our tail. We're going to try to keep her off of this, our friendly Sonya, but at the same time, we want to stay alive. So we will really... Falstad is definitely extremely important. Be able to position well. That is the main asset with Falstad. If you could position well with Falstad, stay out of damage while still dishing out damage, that is how you're going to be an effective Falstad. He does have quite a lot of tools for that, but it's still sometimes very difficult when they have someone such as a Kerrigan, who is extremely lethal at hunting down enemy assassins who lack escapes. Now, we do have an escape in the form of our barrel roll plus our tailwind. Like I said, these tools that really allow us to survive as long as possible. But Kerrigan's so good at that, what she just did there, just comboing us into death, into CC. I will fly to terror. So I'm just going to let them know, okay, it looks like the enemies did get the terror, so I'm going to ping for my Diablo to go back, as it looks like our friendly Sonya does not wish to help out at this moment in time. I'm going to fly in the general area. Next talent we're going to be taking is Secret Weapon, which allows us to deal additional damage while the boomerang is out, the hammerang, excuse me, is out. So because we did take that first talent that allows it to fly a little bit further, it will last a little longer, and thus we can deal a little bit more damage overall. Now, I am going to head back up to the mid lane. Currently, no one is soaking there, so we don't have our fly skill currently, but we will have our tailwind kick in at any second. Now, there we go, guys. So you see, we don't have the mount to get around, but we do have tailwind, really, really useful. We also have our Q, which is super, super good at clearing minion waves. We pretty much almost take it out completely after a few auto attacks, and with that said, we are also good at dealing damage to structures. The problem is we are not very good at soloing structures because we are just way too squishy, get taken out way too easy to really risk anything like that for very long. So it looks like there is some sort of skirmish, some sort of gank going on down bottom. Obviously very, very lethal for ganks, considering we do have our flight, which we can just travel across the map almost instantly. And this time we're going to use it defensively to head back to lane to soak experience after that failed gank. But it looks like this Kalthas was waiting for me. So good job on you, Kalthas. That was a smart little play there. That's just something you have to keep in mind, because just because we have the flight doesn't mean that people don't know you have that, and people will still try to, will absolutely try to counter that. And yeah, so when you do have someone, oh man, looks like there's some shenanigans going on up top. But when you do have someone who know, oh, they hit level 10, so I'm just gonna tell my team to 10 so they know that it's important to not fight right now, because I'm sure you guys know, but if you don't, level 10 is when they get their heroic ability, so extremely huge power spike and extremely difficult to win a fight if the enemy is level 10 and you are not as of yet. So we're going to just continue soaking. We want to catch up. We want to get level 10. We're playing catch up currently, and we're playing Heinz catch up, and we're almost level 10, so it's almost ready for us to fight. But it looks like they are able to capture a mercenary camp, and we're going to stay away, despite the fact that I really want that health globe right there. Okay, so for our heroic abilities, we have two options: Hinterland Blast and Mighty Gust. The one that I just took, Hinterland Blast, actually allows us to deal huge damage in an extremely long line, and it really is a lot of damage. So this is the heroic ability that I recommend 99% of the time. However, you know, everything has its use, right? Everything has its option. The other Mighty Gust, it has some benefits, but most of the time it's just not useful enough. And what it does is it just pushes enemies in a line and slows them on top of that, and it doesn't have enough utility or uses to get use of it. You know, it has some use, but most of the time you want to be going for that huge spike in damage, because Hinterland Blast really does do a ton of damage. Super, super useful and really, really good overall. So it's going to focus all our efforts on taking down Merc Camp, and it looks like this, what is going on here? We are going to, our flight is up in 3 seconds, so we're going to get ready for that as the seeds come up. So we're going to kind of zone out the enemies with our hammerang. And it looks like we did get a, oh man, it looks like we did get a, going to help my Vala up here. It looks like she is in trouble. There might be some shenanigans going on now over here, so I'm going to ping for it. And it appears there was. So now we can potentially kind of counter them in taking that and take it ourselves. Now we do have our own, oh, okay, good. We got our Garden Terror. That's really, really good. We're in a really good position right now. Just kind of hammering out that minion wave, start dealing some damage to it, and now get in a good position. Because like I said before, I am all about positioning as Falstad. Sometimes you need to E away, barrel roll away, do a barrel roll. But I'm all about positioning on Falstad, and sometimes you need to do something like that, use a barrel roll to get out of deadly situations, because that stuff will absolutely hurt you very badly. Now we're in a good position, being that we do have the Garden Terror attacking mid. We are able to take this Garden Terror and help our own Garden Terror now, and in pushing. Now They also do have a garden tower, and we're doing a good job pushing on both ends. Going to go help bottom actually defend right now as our own garden tower is getting hit on the other side. So kind of a, symmetrical thing going on here. Quite a weird chain of events. But yeah, our tower is going to get taken out, as I am trying to figure out what talent we're going to be taking. We're going to be taking Giant Killer. It gives us 1.5% of the enemy's maximum health as bonus damage, Oh man, I've been commentating all day. I am now getting all mixed up, but yeah, so it gives us plus 1.5% of the hero's maximum health as, oh man, that shield saved us so bad, so luckily, but gives us bonus damage. That's all I'll say for there. So we're going to be able to pick up that Fountain of Youth over there, going to fly over to the top and see if we could help our team over here take out this garden tower, and extremely fail on the, wow, this game started well and then just turned to a bunch of fails, so excuse me for that. But Kerrigan taking it, oh no, Kerrigan with the double kill. Can't you get the triple kill with, oh my goodness, this is absolutely insane. It looks like, oh, this is Zergs, too many Zerglings, everything coming out at once, absolutely wrecking our team. Wow, that was super, super dangerous. Kerrigan, like I said, amazing counter to a squishy assassin such as myself, such as Vala, even Murky. She could absolutely wreck us because she does have that assassin style gameplay where she jumps in, leaps to us, and then deals a ton of damage, even CCing us with her W, locking us down and unable to get away. So she really, really counters us there. I'm going to expect them to be over here. Now, we could potentially go good. Nice. Good job on the Vala with the revenge play. Now what we need to do is actually take some camps to kind of equalize this and get a comeback, but we're not that far behind, so I'm not too worried. But we do need something to bring us back in this game and, give us that equalization that we need against these enemy merc camps that they are sending against us, such as in the mid lane. Now, we do have 20 seconds rather of a 5v4 situation. Oh no, don't push Kerrigan back into me because she hurts. I do not like when Kerrigan is pushed back into me, but it looks like Diablo is going to get taken out for that. Was the trade worth it? Debatable. But anyway, for our level, Kel'Thas over here as well. Looks like everyone just wants to fight right now. But for our level 16 talent, we're going to be taking Hammer Time, which attacks slow targets to stun them. So we send out our Q to slow a target, and then if we attack the target that's slowed, we actually stun them for a short period of time, 0.75 seconds. So not very long, but long enough to keep, an enemy at bay away from us and potentially protect our team long enough. And we're going to send out our... Wow, this is a very disadvantageous, very disadvantageous fight, as I was saying, as now we are going to get focused down by everything under the sun and taken out. So I was extremely over-aggressive, shouldn't have pushed out that far, but I did, my bad, my mistake. I'm still learning, still getting better. And yeah, so it looks like Diablo coming in on his quote-unquote new mount, which is just him running on all fours. Looks very cool in my opinion, but very questionable as to why he needs to take so long to do the cast time and charge up, because he could just run, but I don't know. But it looks like there is some sort of standoff skirmish going on in the mid lane here, and we're not too far behind, considering although we do have a level disadvantage, we both have the same talents, or the same tier of talents, both teams. And it looks like my team gets a good pick on Zagara, as the enemy does instead spend their resources getting these siege camps up top. Now there is a 3v2 situation breaking out here, and we could turn the tides of the game by flying in here and getting hit by everything under the sun going, send out our hammerang. Oh man, we almost immediately got taken out. We are poisoned. Oh man. They took a lot more damage than I expected over there. And we got bursted down super, super quick. Looks like an Envenom was placed on us. Who has the Envenom over there? Okay, so Sylvanas taking Envenom. Smart play on her part, but we took a lot more damage than I expected. Wow. So, quite interesting scenario going on over here. Looks like this Kel'Thas is going to be able to take down this fortress and pretty well. So we currently have no fortresses. They have all three. Wait, do they have this? Yeah, they have all three fortresses. We have none. Now, they do have their first tier of towers exposed. So at any point, if we were to group up, we could take down pretty much any fortress. Now, this is an extremely important time of the game right now, where they do have The seeds that just came up, they do have almost level 20, but not quite level 20. So this means we could potentially, make a big play in terms of stopping them before they hit level 20 and prevent them from getting that huge level 20 spike. So that is what I'm hoping for here. However, it looks like they are going for the bottom. Yeah, looks like they are going for the bottom Garden Terror because I do not see any of them at the top. Now, we do need someone to go take our own Garden Terror. Looks like the Diablo will be doing that from our team. Gonna be hesitant to assist this. Assist Sonya. Oh, we're able to get a quick pick on this Sylvanas. Now, they are level 20, so I'm just going to alert my team that they are level 20 so as not to fight. Although we do have a advantageous position in the form of a 5v4, but still at level 20, we're still at a pretty big disadvantage. They do have the Terror as well, so this means that they don't necessarily have another body. Well, they do have a body, excuse me, but they don't necessarily have another hero with a full set of skills, just Terror with a very limited amount of skills. But with the tons of CC from Diablo, you are able to take her out extremely quick, and now we can actually... Well, the Terror is up, so I'm going to pick it up for our team and going to grab it. Now, Diablo is a good choice for it, but in quick match, you never know what people are going to do. So I'm going to pick it up as I don't trust them as much, but all Terror is compost. No clue what the heck that means, but we are going to head down this lane. We can use our plant on the minions over there to take them out, but instead I'm going to opt to use them on the towers. This fortress almost going down, so we're going to just smack this a couple of times. Going to use our polymorph over here, try to prevent them from dealing as much damage as possible to our team. Going to head bottom and send our polymorph right in that bush so that we could hopefully get a nice little polymorph or a nice little plant out on this fortress over here. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We should be able to get this fortress, I believe. Oh, we do have Countess on our tail, hot on our tail, as we do just hit level 20. Going to be forced to retreat. Take Nexus Frenzy for increased attack speed and increased range on our attacks. We're going to polymorph over here, so if they do follow us, they will be extremely gimped when they do fight my team over here. Going to head over here to get one last plant on this. It looks like they do have... Can I polymorph the enemy Terror? I actually don't know, so I'm going to try it. And it did not appear as it worked out, but we are just hitting this. We're in a bad position right now, but we did get a good plant over there. Took out a couple of towers. Can we get the top as we do have a... Let's see. This is quite interesting as we do have a Sonya pushing. Not sure what she's intending to do, but I'm going to sit here and defend the mid as the Terror is coming for this mid keep. I know he's going to try to place his little plant down here, so I'm going to save my W just for that and try to avoid that polymorph. There we go, able to protect this fort, and going to head back over here. He's getting ready to place another plant. It is on a cooldown, a pretty big cooldown, but our W should be up just in time, if not right after that. But we're just going to sit behind this wall, deal tons of damage. There we go. That is what we want to do. We want to let our tanks do their job and obviously tank for us. So, oh, the lightning breath dealing tons of damage. The Sonya leap coming out, and now we do have the enemy Zagara down for another 60 seconds. Now we can take some merc camps, get the equalization that we need, as I said before. Looks like the Kerrigan is caught out of position. However, she could easily leap to me, so Diablo, not the best move in terms of sending her over here, but we are going... She's bringing out her Ultralisk. Okay, able to take her out. Not so bad. Now, keep in mind the Hammerang also returns to you as you do after you do send it out. So we could also utilize that in our movement, coordinate those to get some hits on the way back as we do on the way there. So yeah, we're going to send out our Hammerang. I don't want to be the one tanking the damage, but we are able to dish out a lot of damage super quickly. And usually you want to go for the caster minion, but it's all good to spread out the damage, especially if you do have AoE, such as Vala and myself. We can take out this one super quickly as well. We do have tons of DPS between Vala and myself. They do have 2 enemies down, so this is the time to do it, boys. They do have a Sylvanas lurking in the area, ready to take out ours, but it's all good. It looks like there is a fight about to break out in the mid lane, so I'm headed over here seeing what we could possibly do. Send out our Hammerang to scout and zone out the enemies. Want to be careful over here in this bush. It looks like the enemy Vala is spotted up top. Going to group up with them, and Diablo doing a good job at keeping them at bay. Gonna stay alive as long as possible because we did just have our heroic ability come out, and having lost that would have been absolutely fatal. So gonna cast it early, get a good bit of early damage on, unfortunately, only the Sonya. Obviously, the more, the merrier, but it's all good. So we were able to take out their merc camps. Now we do have a enemy Sylvanas down, and we are taking a lot of damage. So I'm just going to back up here and stay at range. Now, it looks like we do have a 2v4 situation as Murky just sacrifices himself for the good of, I'm not actually sure what the heck that was for, but we're going to back in this bush here. Looks like our team is going to try to stop this. That's questionable as it is a 4v1-2 at this very moment in time. I can fly in at any moment, but the question is, will it be worth it? I'm going to fly over here and alert my team that I'm coming in and... So just queue over here for that. Want to avoid all the melee, of course, if possible, because that could absolutely wreck us, such as Sonya. They do have this... Go, Diablo! Go! Well, I really wanted them to hop on the... Oh, man, this is dangerous. I wanted them to hop on the Terror because it was about to go down and collect all the seeds. Probably would have been more important considering we did die anyway. But it looks like the bottom is doing their own thing, getting the bottom Terror. Was that a good decision? Questionable, but we did get a Terror out of it, as did the enemies. So, you know, we're not too far behind. All we need to do is take out this keep, and we're pretty much equal in terms of level, only down slightly by a little bit, half a level. But Keltas possibly able to take down this keep over here. I keep getting confused between keep and fort, so I'm just picking it just to learn the name. So my team's probably getting so crazy. They're like, what the heck is he pinging this off for? What is he pinging it? And then, you know, the slight chance they see this video, they're like, oh, wow, this guy is just pinged it to see what it's called. Wow, that really sucks for us. But, oh well. So, we are taking the... I definitely think Murky would have been the better choice there to take the Terror. But another quite interesting thing about this, and just quick match in general, once again, no healer on either team. Gotta love quick match, right? Maybe I should just start playing healer only. But, oh well. So, yeah, it looks like a Murky Egg taken out, unfortunately. We're going to head over here and try our best to help defend. I don't know how useful we're going to be. Going to get... Oh! We're going to stay out of range because they could do a ton of damage via Kerrigan. Yep, just like that. But looks like Diablo did sacrifice himself for the good of my safety. Was it worth it? I don't know. But it looks like that is going to be GG, guys. They do still have a Terror up. They have Ultralisk from Kerrigan. They have everything under the sun to be able to prevent us from defending this. And they just keep sending out these plants. And oh my goodness, it hurts. Wow, these hurts. But can we take out the plant? Oh, wow. That actually, I'm actually surprised that we didn't get taken out yet. But it looks like, oh man, this Agara attempting to finish off the base, getting a nice maul on us, but not able to finish it off. Oh. Ooh, baby, able to take out that Kerrigan. This Sylvanas is extremely, extremely low. I'm looking to fly somewhere to take her out, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. So I'm going to sit and defend. It looks like my teammate Sonya is going super aggressive, super balls to the wall. Once again, I want to fly over to her as well, but don't know if that's going to be worth the risk, as we will be putting ourselves in a disadvantageous 2v1 situation. Oh, it is a 3v... Oh, man. Nope, not going to happen. Unfortunately, she did get taken out, but now we need to take some merc camps, as we do have a one-person advantage. So it looks like Murky doing a good job clearing that one. Good, smart move on your part. Let's take this one, Murky. What do you think about that? There is a guard creep over here, so I'm just going to take out that. Did I hit it? I don't know. We're going to take this out pretty quick. Murky really, really good at taking out merc camps. Plus, on top of that, my damage. So we have pretty good damage to take that out. But the question is, can we follow it up? What can we follow it up with? That's the real question. So I'm going to just use everything we got to take out these merc camps, hopefully as fast as possible. Hopefully fast. And send our own merc camps on our way. Just going to ping to be careful because there is possibly danger lurking in the shadows. And that was an extremely corny way of saying what is really going on here. But yeah, so this is quite a long game for Heroes of the Storm. I'm actually shocked at how long this has been going on, because this is definitely longer than the average Heroes of the Storm game. But we are just doing a good job of trading merc camps, and both teams actually, not just my team, but we're all just... You know, just going for the merc camps. Now the seeds are up. It looks like they are coming bottom, so I'm just going to ping that that is potentially dangerous, but we want to collect as many seeds as possible. We do need 100, so this can be a long shot in the sense that, let's all group. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. This is where fights happen. Game-winning fights happen. But This could be a long shot because we do need 100 seeds. Looks like they already have over 50. And it's not necessarily a race to 100, but we both need 100 to get our own... Oh, there we go. Looks like they are coming over here now. This could be potentially really good for us. Oh, we need 4 more. Oh, no. Well, hopefully they did send someone back to collect their own, and we could fight here over man. That would be ideal. However, I'm not sure if that's the case. A good maul coming out from Zagara, completely blocking me off from the entire enemy team. Going to come around from the back. Unfortunately, not able to dish out DPS for a couple of seconds, so that wasn't so good. But we did get 4 people down, so we really need to push and take as much as we possibly can. So I'm going to alert my team to push as much as possible. We can potentially base race here, as they only have a Terra up. All push. I'm alerting my team to all push as, like I said, they do have 4 down. So this is our shot. We don't really need anyone to defend here. We need to go all in because we could potentially just win here. And if we have more people, the more the merrier, obviously, because they don't have anyone to defend. So we really need to take out as many minions as possible. Oh, man. Oh. Well, our core is super, super low, but to be honest, if we had more people, we could have won already. But it looks like we're just going to opt to sit and defend, and I don't think we're going to have enough damage, but I'm going to try. You know, who knows? They are up in 4 seconds. Like I said, if we had our whole team there, we could have potentially done some more, but... Oh, well. It is what it is, guys. Good game. Unfortunately, our team undecisive as to whether, you know, go all in or defend. I think going all in would have been the better choice there. But who knows? Anyway, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope you learned something about Falstad, the range assassin hybrid every single day. Hybrid, because he's like kind of a bird. But yeah, so I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like rating. I truly appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new for some more Here's the Storm. And with that said, thanks for watching. Peace.